Hello, welcome to Exotic Gardening with me, Yorkshire Kris, and on this week's episode we're going to dispel the myth that exotic gardens are just green and have no colour. So many people think exotic gardens are just full of bamboos and palm trees and they don't really have much colour, not many flowers, and therefore not really good for wildlife. Well, I'm going to show that that's not always the case, and in fact exotic or jungle style gardens, tropical gardens can be absolutely full of colour, fantastic for a wide range of wildlife as well. Bees, butterflies, hoverflies, all manner of creatures that want nectar from flowers. So join me as we go around the garden and count up how many flowers we have in bloom. So we'll start at the front with this hanging basket, and we've got a lovely trailing begonia here. We've also got a little petunia relative in here as well. We've got another type of petunia, standard type here. We've got various different nemesias that you'll see have spread along the driveway as well. And we've got Canna Cleopatra in flower. And as you can see, lots of the nemesias have self-seeded in the driveway here. We've got no flowers along the arid plants here. As we go around the corner past the palms, we've got a beautiful ginger hedychium in flower. These salmon coloured flowers here. We've got some brugmansias, got yellow brugmansia flowers here. We have got a Scheffler in flower, that does count as a flower, a Scheffler de Velii. And we've also got Begonia luxurians in flower. And I've just noticed we've also got the flowers here of Fuchsia boliviensis. Here we've got the flowers of Begonia fuchsioides, got the red form, and we've got the pink form as well. We've got Begonia bonfire here. We've got the pitcher flowers here, they're in bloom, look a bit like daffodils. We've got the Venus flytraps here, and they're also blooming away. There you go, they're the flowers just in focus, the white flowers there. We've got the Persicaria purple fantasy also flowering. We've got the pineapple lily Eucomis bicolour. Unusual flowers, look a bit like a pineapple with the tuft of foliage on top. We've got the spider flowers, we've got Cleome here, and we've got the dwarf sunflowers, Helianthus, flowering as well. Not really part of the exotic garden, but giving me lots of fruit. We've got the brambles flowering, I think we'll count that as well. Past the palm trees to this little Himalayan balsam relative impatiens with the dainty sort of pinkish flowers and white. We've got a red dahlia, I think that counts, it's pretty much flowering there. We've got zinnias flowering, this is a nice pinky one. We've got Nicotiana green flowering, absolutely gorgeous scent on that as well. We've got nasturtiums in flower as well. I'm going to go past lots of the same flowers, got repeating flowering here of Nicotiana. We've got a different dahlia flowering here, and then we've got heavenly blue impatiens, which is more of a purple colour really. That's blooming, nice hardy plant. Comes back year after year with unusual blue flowers, good in shade. we'll go down. You can see all the different dahlias, including this one, which is either called Sunshine or Moonshine. Nice bi-coloured dahlias. We've got a different Persicaria with raspberry coloured flowers blooming here. Up at the top we have got Clerodendrum bungii. I'll just zoom in on that, with a purpley pink flowers clustered together at the top of each stem. And I've got repeated flowering here of the Persicarias and tobacco plants, spider flowers. I'll move slowly so I don't miss out any of the different flowers, and let's see how many we get by the end of this video. Just notice another one coming into bloom down here. We've got this gladioli. This is a really striking pillar box red form with a white edging. Really nice. That's just coming into bloom now amongst the dahlias and spider flowers. Don't think we've got any flowers yet on the Amicia. Let's just double check. Not quite yet, but it will be flowering soon. We've got the cigar plant, the Coffea. That's in flower. Dainty little dark orange red flowers there. We've got the Cosmos. Let's have a look. Yep, there we go. Nice dark purple Cosmos flower. And now as we come round here, I've got lots more tobacco flowers and lots more of these seed sown in earlier in the year. These zinnias, various different forms. We've got the orange there, we've got the more single, well, semi-double ones there, pink one here. Also we've got some bluey purple flowers here of the Solanum, and it's also fruit in there as well. Down there we've got Echinacea purpurea, not the purple forms, we've got the pink and orange form down there. It's two different types down there. Oh, and a nice sort of lilac coloured zinnia down in the distance as well. And if we just pan up, we can see fantastic Canna Alisteinii, and that, if I do a very jaunty zoom in, you can see the flowers at the top there as well. And we'll zoom out. I'll just scan to see if I've missed any flowers. I don't think so. So we'll turn around and we can see the innulas flowering. Really nice spider-like petals. Great for butterflies, this one as well. Always covered in butterflies and bees. Although at this time of the day, coming into evening, there's less around. It's almost getting dark now. Some big, blousy, drooping, pendulous begonias in red and salmon. I think that's everything for flowering on this side. As we go over here towards the Gunnera, before we get to the Gunnera, we've got this Aralia in full flower here. A bit of a frothy flower. I think we can count this Gunnera as flowering. That's definitely a flower, so I'll count that as a flower. It's Gunnera cryptica. And we'll do another scan round, see if we can see anything else in bloom. And I've just noticed this Crinodendron or Chilean lantern tree is also flowering. And let's not forget the super saturated busy lizzies. And I've just noticed one more, and that is Persicaria red dragon with quite, well, very small white flowers. And one more, we've got the common garden honeysuckle with the gorgeous fragrance flowering up there as well. So that's the first half of the garden, and you can see how many different types of flowers we've already seen. Let's go on to the second part of the garden, over the bridge. And by the pond we've got flowers here. in the water, ponted area, with the blue flowers. If we look over there, we've got the hot chocolate climbing hydrangea with the pink flowers. Let's do a quick zoom in on that one. They're pretty nice. We've missed the xanthidicias, they've finished flowering, so can't count them. And we missed the striatula, and the yuccas are not currently flowering either. But we do have one daylily flowering. Look at that one, nice edible flowers that last one day. And I think, let's have a look, chocolate vine has finished flowering because you can see the fruit forming there. But if we look down here, another climber that is flowering is passion flower. Look at that one, beautiful, beautiful flowers, lots of them over this plant. What else we got? Here we go, if we look up, got loads of these amaranthus flowering, and these are 2 meters tall, very, very tall flowering amaranthus with deep burgundy purple flowers. So let's go round the gravel garden, and if I look to my right, it's getting late in the day, so the tigridia have closed up their flowers, but they were wonderful when they're open. Just finished now. That's tigridia. Got agapanthus, got midnight blue, navy blue ones. Really nice colours here, and a deeper blue over there. Really nice plant. And we'll come round past the big yucca, more nasturtiums and more zinnias, and then we'll pan up and we can see lots more amaranthus that are well above my head. Huge plants, not like your normal smaller amaranthus. We'll go down here and we'll come to cute little canna flowering here, species canna. And we've got crocosmia or mombretia in flower down there. Not planted by me, they just appear in the garden or have laid dormant for years. We've got past the colocasia bed here, the huge leaves. More pineapple lilies down here. Agaves are thankfully not flowering yet, but you can see a nice agave montana and a colocasia pink china in front of it. None of the palms are flowering at this time of year. We may be at the end of our flower journey. We won't find any down there because that's all bamboos and palm trees. But let's have a wander, see if there's any more flowers. I can just see one over there. We've got a flowering sempervinum down there underneath the agapanthus. And we might be at the end of the journey now, but we'll just do one check. Oh, I've just spotted another type of plant flowering. And these dark red flowers here, these little bells. Really nice dark foliage of the dahlias next to them as well. Tobacco plants to finish off this section, and I think the final flower is this wonderful agapanthus. So I think that's all the flowers flowering in the garden in August 2023. So how many is that? Let's add them all up and see how many different types of flower we've got in the exotic garden this year. Thank you for watching this edition of Exotic Gardening with me, Yorkshire Kris. Join me next week where I'll be doing more in the garden.